Krawczyk shoots, scores!
October 13th brings a matchup between the Toronto Junior Canadiens and the Toronto Titans. A little Toronto matchup for you guys at this one at the 6 Hockey. I'm Blake Hanlon. He's Sammy Brzezowski. What are we looking for tonight, Sammy?
Well, what I'm looking for, we're close to Thanksgiving. I just want to mention, I'm thankful for this matchup. I'm thankful to be here between two absolutely dominant teams. Two teams I think can have a good playoff run, and it all starts in October. It all starts right now.
And I think two guys who are definitely thankful for getting the starting nods tonight. It's William Campitar, number 31, getting the start for the Junior Canadiens, rocking that Carey Price number once again. You love to see him in between the pipes. It always gives the Junior Canadiens a chance in every single game. A little more unconventional, Kyle Monroe, number 7. That's where the unconventional comes in. But he's not unconventional. He's a great goaltender looking to backstop the Titans to a beautiful game in this middle of October matchup. Sammy, the goaltenders are great. The players are great. But there's some guys that stand out. And who are the ones in this one?
Yeah, well, there's one player that I just think is absolutely lit, man. And that's Beck Littman. He just sees the game. And I know that may not sound too complicated, but it's true. He makes the right passes. He has a high IQ, and he just makes the right play. If you looked up hockey textbook player, he would come up because he always makes that first pass into the zone or out of the zone. He drives the offense. He gets it started. So he might not have the same flash as some other guys on the Junior Canadiens do, but he makes up for it in IQ and just making the smart play.
Sometimes flashiness isn't everything. Intellect is the story. Is that the same for the Titans in this one?
It almost is. For Connor Barrett, my player to watch for the Toronto Titans, instead of the smart play, it's the hard working play, which often is one of the same. He just has that strong 200-foot game, incredible endurance, and that is a teammate you love to have. You always love to have, the Alex Ovechkins, the Connor McDavids, but you like to have those hard workers, those Manny Malhotras, those Zach Hymans, those guys who will just get into the dirty areas, make the right play, will contribute on defense, another player to mention, kind of that Patrice Bergeron type of player, and just guys who will just do what the team needs best, and that's a leader in Connor Barrett right here.
Yeah, Connor Barrett and Littman are players to watch. We're going to be bringing you into the second period in this one. And the first one, stalemate, 0-0. We're going in, jumping in now. It's a 0-0 game. What can both these teams do to break that stalemate, starting with the Junior Canadiens?
Starting with the Junior Canadiens, they're going to have to watch me Nene. And no, I do not mean the dance move from 2016 from Watch Me Whip. I mean Javian. Javian is one of the best fine young players in this league, and he's obviously one of the best players on the Junior Canadiens as well. He has this ability to just create offense from nothing. He'll just start going. He's quick. He's got great hands. He's got an incredible shot. So he's going to have to be a factor in this one if they want to take down the Toronto Titans. Also, rock your body. I'm having some fun with the puns today. Rock your body, and by that I mean Bodhi Rayan. Bodhi Rayan, he's a similar player to Beck Littman and Connor Barrett in the sense that he makes that first pass, he makes the right play, he makes a smart play. But every once in a while, Bodhi Rayan does this play that I can't even believe. He'll do a move that I think maybe only a handful of guys in this league are capable of doing. So keep your eye on him for making that star-studded play. And finally, they just need to go for it. I think that the Junior Canadiens are at their best when they're just trying to create offense, leading their game through their offense and throwing things at the net. So I think that's what they have to do in this one to get by Kyle Monroe.
And for the Titans, protect Kyle Monroe is definitely the mantra. But what are the three kind of puns that you're alluding to for your keys to the game, Sammy?
Well, you do know I love puns. So let's start with one of them, and that's Attack on Titan. And no, not the anime. I'm still on the first season. No spoilers. What they need to do is just attack. They need to get after every loose puck. They need to work hard. Essentially, they need to beat the Canadiens in every battle they can possible because puck possession is not a thing that will be easy to come by in this game. So they need to come and grab it for themselves. Also, they can't bear it. So those two go hand in hand. That's kind of what Connor Barrett does. He, like I said, he goes to the dirty areas. He goes for those physical plays. So they all have to go through Barrett and just play that solid game, play that forechecking game in order to have a chance. And finally, they need to lead the way. And I'm calling after you, Lee. I thought you are I think, you are an incredible player. And with the help of Barrett, I think you guys can lead this team to a victory, but it'll start with you two. So that's what I'm calling out for the Titans to do. And that's what I think they can do in this game.
I think they can definitely do it as well, but I don't know if I can bear any more of those puns so far. But yet, those are some good introspective analysis of these two teams in this one. Well, we're going to be bringing you the second period right now.
We're coming at you in the second period now at Iceland Arena between the Toronto Titans and the Toronto Junior Canadiens. A stalemate so far as both teams are yet to score their first goal of the game. I'm Blake Hanlon, joined by my host, Samuel Brzozowski. He is phenomenal, he is gorgeous, and he is incredible.
Well, it's been an incredible watch so far. No goals yet, so still waiting on that. And thank you for the compliment, Blake. You haven't been so bad yourself. But I, for one, want to see the offense get started, and I can imagine it will get started soon. The Junior Canadiens have done a good job at controlling puck possession and time on attack in this one.
Yeah, we're just starting our coverage right now here in the second period. It's been a 0-0 affair so far, but as we mentioned, the Junior Canadiens have an offensive spark towards their game, and it's only a matter of time before the first goal gets this going in this one. That puck will be declared out of play. Must have hit the netting on the clearing attempt. In net for both teams, we have William Camputaro for the Junior Canadiens and Kyle Monroe. Camputaro is one of the most prized goaltenders in this league, and Monroe's not a bad goalie himself.
Yeah, that's right. And we were talking about earlier about how you have an affinity for Camputaro. You just like the way he plays the game. I'm sure him being on the Junior Canadiens also kind of adds to that. But Monroe, we've seen a couple of games so far this season where he has just stolen the game from other teams. He's one of those goalies that can just be the star. And so a true goaltender battle right now, but the Junior Canadiens, their offense is incredible. So I might think Monroe has quite the battle set up for him.
Absolutely. Monroe has a lot coming towards him on the table here. That shot from the point is wide. Zoo is able to keep it in for the Junior Canadiens, keeping alongside the boards there. That is Pruill, who also steps up and covers his man. Alongside the boards now are the Junior Canadiens battling up here. I believe that is Skinner up on the board, or Nay. That's Kelly in front, wrapping it around there, trying to get a centering pass, but it's met with the Titans' defense on that one. As the clearing attempt goes to the ice here, there's no icing on this one. Camputaro will cover that one up, and I believe that will be a penalty on the play. Interference, probably the call on Maguire Pruill.
Yeah, that's pretty clear cut. You saw when Maguire threw out that shoulder, you saw me put my hand up right away. That's pretty obvious interference on the rush, and not a really smart penalty to take. I mean, now it sets up the Titans to gain some momentum with 2 minutes into this period. Now they can get things going and get a cycle generated in the offensive zone.
Not on this attempt here. Wang lost the face-off immediately as Kahn tried to pick it up, but it was met with no avail. Bodhi Rayan for the Junior Canadiens now on the forecheck, battling hard, not letting the Titans get set up here, but Couchet will attempt to do that here behind Monroe. Couchet leads the breakout. Breakout pass to the neutral zone, hits the stick of Devin Smith. Getting through the zone now is Smith now. Smith towards the net, trying to center in front. It's not met this initial pass, but a shot from the point there from Russell is off the pad of Camputaro. Smith has it now against the right side of the boards. Smith battling hard, using his edges to swivel back towards the blue line, but he'll wrap it around to Kahn. Kahn backhands it towards Bodhi Rayan. Bodhi Rayan will take the giveaway, and he'll rip it down the ice. Bodhi Rayan, one of the best penalty killers in the GTHL.
Yeah, and he's also familiar with scoring goals too, getting chances on the penalty kill. He's been an absolute asset for the Junior Canadiens so far this season. He'll continue to do so as they push their way through this season. But for the Titans, I think what they need to do on that power play is spread out a little bit more. If you're getting pressured on the boards by a single player playing kind of man-to-man coverage, spread out, give the guy an opportunity to make a pass, rim it around, because if you get too condensed, you won't have any options for passing, and you'll be forced to try to bust out something creative, which so far hasn't turned out any results.
Short-handed specimen of Bodhi Rayan, and the Titans look to break that specialization of his skill set. Up through the neutral zone now, getting it deep into the zone. Camputaro will like to cover this one up just away from his crease right there, as he'll have a face-off to the right of him.
That's right. Now a big face-off here. 12 seconds, I believe it reads on the scoreboard left in the power play. This is when you got to start getting some shots off. But be careful of that trailing person in the sin bin. Be careful of Prue coming out because he could be ready for the jump and get a chance.
A shot from the point. They're trickling, bouncing in front. The Titans try to tuck it past Camputaro, but Camputaro stood tall on the point. Now that actually a delay whistle there off the netting that gets dislodged there. Camputaro was bouncing around, maybe just his skate hit off there. It's a big body of Camputaro, kind of knocks over that frame of the net. Sometimes those types of things happen.
Yeah, when they use their edges to kind of drive from side to side, as we saw when he had to make that save off the side of the netting. He had to do that, so he probably just caught a post and it became dislodged. But now the Titans got to be aware of McGuire Prue coming out of the zone.
Prue will head straight to the bench. No opportunity to get that out of the box goal in this one, as there will also be an icing on the play immediately after we go to even strength. The Titans will look to get another opportunity on the other end now on a 5-on-5 opportunity. You're talking about spreading out, getting everyone involved. Is this still possible while on 5-on-5 here?
Absolutely. I mean, the ice is big. You got to just move around. That's more of a... It's not even, consistent with the power play. You just have to do it all the time. I think if you're not moving in the offensive zone when you don't have the puck, you're not doing it right. You have to be constantly putting yourself in the position to either facilitate, shoot, or get open for those options. So they got to just keep moving, because if you remain stagnant, you won't be able to generate opportunities and you won't be able to out-tire another team's defense.
Stagnant has been the Titans so far in this one. Couché tries to hit the stick of Kwong, but it's intercepted by the Junior Canadiens. Center in front trying to hit Javian, but it's met with no avail. Javian forechecking hard. The Titans turn it over in the neutral zone. On the rush now. A nice move from Zilkin. Driving towards the net is not met with a chance there. Ran out of room. Shot from the point. Shot on net. A good chance for Ambrosio. But Monroe turned that aside with the pad, as this puck will be sent down the ice.
Dimian Zilkin is just so good at hockey. The way he can just move around and create an opportunity like that, doing a nice little dipsy doodle, cracking in towards the net, and then finding an open man at the top of the circle. Not many players in this league have that ability to take over the game like he does.
Absolutely. He is a game-changing player and a key contributor of why the Junior Canadiens are one of the top teams in this league. Crowd at the far blue line, passed over to Skinner. Skinner to Kelly. Kelly shot on goal there. It's a little wide and high. Kept in by Prue. Prue wraps it around to Kelly once more. Dumped along the boards there. It's kept in by Krawczyk. Krawczyk dumps it over, trying to get his teammates to pick it up. De Silva wasn't able to keep it in, but Krawczyk will get it on the clearing attempt from the Titans.
And behind the play, Blake, it was Jet Krawczyk and Maxime Bonin kind of giving each other a couple shoves. We saw Bonin come up to the blue line and go for a big hit on Krawczyk. I'd keep an eye on those two for the rest of the game. There seems to be a little bit of bad blood between the two of them. After the initial collision Bonin hit on Krawczyk, he didn't take too kindly to that.
The notorious Bonin, he is very known for his physical play despite his size. Gets a little bit chippy. Bonin is always a pest out there, but a player you'd want on your team nonetheless.
Absolutely. One of those players that you love to play with, hate to play against.
Absolutely. We've seen many examples throughout our entire lifetime in the NHL. You have the Bobby Clarks of the old-fashioned era, and you also have the new era of like Brad Marchand's, Brendan Gallagher's that are out there in the NHL.
Absolutely. As much as I hated Brendan Gallagher growing up as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, I really respected his play style, and I, in fact, modeled some of my game after him, knowing that he could score and he could create opportunities, but he'd also just be the worst to play against, and I always like to take that title.
You heard it here first, folks. Samuel Brzezowski, the commentator of the Six Hockey, was the worst to play against as a pest. The Junior Canadiens keep it in their own end now, or in the offensive end now. Backhand shot on net there. It has the referee with his arm up. Looks like the Titans will have a delayed penalty here. We'll wait and see who gets the call. Kaminker rushes over to the bench, almost getting in the play there. Crossing center ice. It's Kaminker bringing it in now. Rayan keeping possession. Rayan still able to keep possession as the clock runs down here. Finally, it hits the stick of Devin Smith, and we'll see who will get the penalty on this one. It will be, I believe that is, trying to make a out here. I believe that's number 23, Michael Lee, going to the box there for the penalty. We'll double check that as we go on. May have wrongfully accused somebody there. We'll have to double check that as we go on. But nevertheless, the Junior Canadiens are on the power play here, looking to capitalize on the first goal. It's Krawczyk on the point. Krawczyk, nay, shot, saved by Monroe. Right off the right shoulder there. It's kept in. That's Krawczyk, nay. Krawczyk at the point now. Over to the right-hand side. Shot on net there is blocked by the Titans. The Titans able to try to get it out, but it hits Nay once again. Krawczyk's tying up the defender along the boards. Krawczyk at the point once more. To Nay. Off the scale, a little Liga action, Bundesliga, whatever Liga you would want to call it, on the right-hand side. Zilkin. Krawczyk. Back over to Zilkin. That's Nay. Zilkin. Zilkin stepping up now. Rips it on net. It's a little wide there. Able to keep it in is Krawczyk. Krawczyk, Nay. Or Zoo. Krawczyk. On the left side here, looking for a pass. Zilkin. Stops. Shoots. What a wide Krawczyk with the rebound. What a great save by the Titans defender on that one. Wow. As it's still kept in. Falling down is Zilkin. No penalty there. Wow. Now the Titans are coming the other way. A backhand centering pass is tipped away up high. And now the Junior Canadiens have numbers. The other way with it now. A little tired now. Nay. Going in lackadaisically, but he is still in the offensive zone. He wraps around the boards. That's Krawczyk. Shot on net there, but it's swamped in the little crevice between the blocker of Monroe.
That's right, Blake. And what I liked about the Junior Canadiens power play there as compared to the Titans is they were constantly moving. We saw Nay circling back, Zoo was moving, Zilkin was just all over the place, kind of like Steph Curry off-ball offense. And that's what generates the chances. It's what puts defensemen on their toes, and it's what makes for a great power play. The ones that are too stagnant, the defenders will just set up a position and be able to stop and set up an easy box. When you're constantly moving, it can confuse decors and create odd man rushes and open spaces and chances for passing lanes.
Absolutely. That play will be called offside, I believe, on that one, as Ambrosio or Kaminker, and Nay got tied up there, or Skinner, Bodhi Rayan on the draw now, battling hard. He is able to get help from his wingers to win this one as the Canadiens dump it into the zone now. Ambrosio up against the boards now, getting help from Rayan. But that puck is cleared out of play there, as we'll have even strength now. 5-on-5, knotted up. Still 0-0 if you're just joining us in this one. It's ties all the way around as a backhander is dumped in by the Titans. Kaminker will leave it for his defenseman. Ties all around here, Sammy. It's been very competitive and kind of a stalemate so far.
It has been. I mean, I think that has a lot to do with the way that Kyle Monroe has been playing. Of course, not to discredit William Kaminker. He's played good as well, but he hasn't faced the same amount of chances that Monroe has faced. I think the Junior Canadiens have done a really good job at creating opportunities and putting time on attack in the Titans zone. I think if they were playing NHL, you could see the disparity in their times on attack. And I think after a while, it's only so sustainable. So I'd imagine that the way the Junior Canadiens are playing, if they can keep it up, they'll end up potting one in.
A shot on net there from Nay from the pass of De Silva is stopped by Monroe. An unusual call there as De Silva is battling along the net here, able to keep it in. He gets out to Proulx. De Silva along the left side of the boards now, passed over. Nay tries to center to Krawczyk, but it's not met at the point there. I was going to say, an interesting point, that offensive zone the Junior Canadiens just had offensive faceoff that was an interesting icing call, as the Titans looked like they beat it out.
Yeah, it did look like they beat it out, but we've seen a couple times this year where it's like so close and the refs just make up their mind. So that was always frustrating as the attacking forward.
Absolutely. Junior Canadiens able to keep it in. Nay stepping up now, rips it. It's a little wide on that one. Hits a stick of a Titans defenseman. Littman battling with his teammates now. Proulx keeps it in. Proulx, that's Nay. Nice little move there. Way to use his edges. Dropped over to Littman on the left side of the boards. Littman. Proulx steps up now. Littman covers. Proulx dangling. Dropping around over to Nay. Nay. Along the left side of the boards there in the corner. Over to Silva. De Silva backhand. Bouncing. Bucket there. Low between the legs. Pass over to Littman. Littman on one knee is unable to tuck that. Creativity from Nay. Littman.
Javian. Jeez Louise. What a pass through the legs over to Beck Littman. And that pass was lit, man. You saw, Blake, my reaction. I almost fell off my chair. That would have been a stunning goal. A really good heads-up play, because it's not like he forced that through the legs pass. It was the only option he had to get that pass over to Littman, and it was perfect. Littman almost put that one in. Give credit to Monroe for making the stop, but a beautiful play from the Canadiens.
On one knee was Littman from the beautiful pass of the sensational Javian Nay, as the Junior Canadiens are carrying it up through the ice now. That's Kelly picking up that one. Centering in front is not, I think it might have hit on the side of the post. I don't even know if it hit Monroe. A little bit of a weird shot there from the Junior Canadiens. That was Krawczyk who ripped that one. As it looks like there will be another penalty on the play. Interference will be the call for Adam Kelly, as he'll take a trip to the penalty box.
Yeah, and that's got to be frustrating for the Junior Canadiens to get so close after hitting the post crossbar, getting within inches, and obviously that play from Javian Nay to Beck Littman just before that. So it's got to be frustrating after all those chances to take a penalty, and now could be turned the other way.
A game of inches where every inch matters, as the Junior Canadiens look to kill off this penalty, but the Titans are looking to get the first goal of the game. They win the face-off, and it's dumped over at the blue line. A shot on net there is a little wide. Devin Smith will battle to keep it in. Couchet, using that big body on the point, keeps it in for a forechecking Devin Smith. Center out in front. Smith tries to get a handle from the pass of Kahn, but Kahn a little wide on his mark. Devin Smith behind the net, evaluating his options. Passes over to Couchet. Couchet rips one a little high, as that will go to the netting behind Cambutaro.
Yeah, and I like the way they're moving a little bit more now. You saw that Couchet was moving up and down the line. They're being a little less stationary, and that's good. That's an improvement this time. I don't think they were able to really get the kind of pressure they wanted just because they didn't have a great handle on it. But if they can get into the zone here, they still have plenty of time on the power play to get an advantage and get a couple good shots off.
Shot down the ice there by Letsos. Gets the Titans started in this one. A nice clearing attempt for the Junior Canadiens is a little too high for Jake Russell. Monroe leaves it for Letsos. Behind the net now, trying to get the group started here on the breakout. The Titans carrying it through the ice. He's almost intercepted by Javian Nay, I believe, on that one. But the Titans recoup and get it through the zone now. That is Devin Smith on the boards. Tripped up, but no call on that. Krepner now on the point now. Shooting around the boards. That's Krepner. Battling, and now the Junior Canadiens get it through the zone. They have numbers. A little 3-on-1 opportunity here to Nay. Nay passes over. Oh my goodness. A beautiful opportunity for the Junior Canadiens to score on the rebound again. Once more, Nay passing it over to the left, to the right, but he can't find the goal.
Yeah, perhaps one too many passes from Jet Khawaja. I mean, Khawaja, what a beautiful pass to get that across, but I think there was just a bit of miscommunication. No one was really ready for that second pass. As you can see, I think they expected a Jet Khawaja bomb coming onto the net, but great play nonetheless, and the Canadiens are doing very well making these beautiful passing plays. It just seems like everyone is connected right now. Interconnected, if you will.
Interconnected indeed. Zilkin has come onto the ice now, and he is using his crafty skills to get good opportunities on there with a beautiful shot. He is using his edge work, his crafty stick maneuvers, and his spatial IQ as his pass over to Kaminker on the point. Kaminker tries to hit Zoo. Zoo stepping up, rips it, gets off the glove of Monroe, but it'll still be in play. Kelly back out of the box now. We're at even strength. Kelly rips it over to the side of the point now. Dumped into the zone. The Junior Canadiens maintain possession. That's Zilkin fanning on it, but he throws it on net off the pad of the Titans goaltender Monroe. As there will be slashing on the play of Evan Kahn. He's got to watch his stick, as it is the season of the sticks.
It is absolutely the season of the sticks for him. But Dimian Silkin, once again, I mean, he created that whole play, right? He brought it from the red line, from center ice, did a couple nifty little moves. We looked at each other for about a half second there, and we're just like, look at this guy. His hands are unbelievable, the way he just weaves through defenders, and it creates this power play opportunity, a golden chance for the Junior Canadiens to finally break the stalemate.
That pass over to Proulx is met with the stick of a Titans player, as he will now turn over that St. Croix, who had a stick on that one as he tried to forecheck on his own, but is unable to do so. Junior Canadiens have it to the back of Kaminker and will look to start the breakout opportunity here. Skinner using it, the puck to rip it behind his back, and he leaves it for Kelly now. Kelly to Proulx. Kelly, evaluating his options, gets it across the ice, tape to tape. Good pass to get it over to Zoo. Zoo has it on the right side of the blue line now. Zoo switches over with Proulx, but now Kelly has it. Back over to Zoo. Zoo evaluating his options. Shot from Kelly off the glove of Monroe. Couldn't quite snap that one. Proulx gets the rebound. Kelly at the point once more. Pass over to Proulx. Proulx will recover for Kelly. Tries to get it over to Skinner. Skinner misses the mark. Kelly, shot on goal there, is blocked by the Titans. The Titans are able to clear, but some good work from the Junior Canadiens.
Yeah, this has been an absolute goalie battle as the seconds wind down. What an exciting period. You know, we talk a lot about the scoreless periods not being as thrilling to watch, but this one was, because there was a heap of chances, especially on the Junior Canadian side.
The Zamboni will come onto the ice now, as this game is still at a goose egg, but the Titans and the Junior Canadiens will look to crack it coming up.
There's 15 minutes to go here as the third period is about to ensue at Iceland Sports Complex between the Junior Canadiens and Toronto Titans. Sammy, it's been a very good game so far. Can you break down what you've liked from both these teams?
I've liked the pressure put on by the Canadiens. It feels like they're destined for a goal soon, and the Titans, credit for them for holding on, so we'll see if it continues going on to the third period.
The Junior Canadiens looking to break the scoring here. That's Ney. Ney shot on goal. Scores! Ney on the breakout gets the first goal of the game. The Junior Canadiens break the stalemate as they lead this one 1-0.
And what they couldn't do in the first two periods, they do in the first 9 seconds of the third. I mean, it's about bleep time, as Lizzo would say, for Javian Ney and the Junior Canadiens. They were all over the Titans on multiple power plays, are controlling time on attack. I got to say, Blake, I feel like they deserve this one.
Deserved indeed there, assisted by Jet Kawaja and Jacob Zoo from the point right off the draw. They sent that puck up the ice. As down the other way, Alexu had a shot on goal there, but Camputaro read that like a book, as the Titans now have pressure in the Junior Canadian zone here, trying to match their energy and get one back ASAP. As that puck is lofted into the Junior Canadian zone, I think that'll be an icing call, not a offside call. I think even though it was over the line there, actually, I think it was intentional offside. The referee is calling it, as it'll be towards the other end of the ice in the offside area.
I believe so. And talking about how the Titans need to get something going ASAP, it was a very rocky start to the period. But as we saw, 9 seconds can make all the difference. All they need is a great shot, but putting one by Camputaro is not very easy. So they're going to have to, 1, stop the JRC offense and control, and 2, get some shots on William Camputaro.
They'll look to do that starting right now. Time is of the essence as they're down in this last period here with only a little less than 14 minutes to go. The Junior Canadiens, however, having their own centering pass to Kelly is met with the Titans stick there as they look to turn it the other way now. The other way is the Titans shot on net there is swallowed up by Camputaro. Bonin tried to bone that by Camputaro, but Camputaro, easy stop.
Yeah, and I'm not sure I like the play from Bonin there. It feels like he had number 90, Jake Russell, on the chance there. I think he could have took his time and gone for it, gone for the pass before rushing a shot. I think that's a wasted opportunity.
And it looks like Bonin will be going to the penalty box here. Maybe he said something after the whistle, maybe a little bit of a roughing penalty after the whistle, after he couldn't get that goal there. Bonin's discipline not showing very well, as the Junior Canadiens will now be on the power play. Kawaja at the point, over to Zoo. Kawaja corralling it to Zoo once more. Kawaja over to Nay. Nay backward to Zilkin. Zilkin gets it over to Nay. Nay dumps it around the boards over to Krawczyk. Krawczyk carrying it around the ice now. That's over to Kawaja. Kawaja shot on net. It's a bit wide, but a blast from the point.
Yeah, good opportunity there for Krawczyk. Obviously, you want to put that on net, but some good puck control from the Canadiens so far in this power play.
Carrying up the ice now is Kawaja. He'll look to get this started here. Zoo is carrying it up the other way, stepping up a little bit from his defensive positioning. That is Nay over to Kawaja. Nay stepping up here. Rips it by Monroe. His second of the game and the second goal of the game for the Junior Canadiens, as they have a good lead in the third period.
And an absolute rip from Javian. I like how he stepped in, took his time on the shot, didn't rush it, picked his spot, and said, hey, there it is. Said, nay, there it is. Couldn't resist on that one, Blake. But a great shot from Javian to make it 2-0, and a good start to the period for the Canadiens.
Yeah, he was able to kind of score from a similar area on the ice, and using that powerful shot of his to really pick his spot past Kyle Monroe. And just like that, it's 2-0, Sammy. The Junior Canadiens are comfortable in this one after a stalemate that lasted for over 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, we were mentioning in the first and second period, well, not on air for the second period, or first period, we were mentioning how the Canadiens were controlling the pace of the game, but the Titans had just fended them off, and it just seemed like it was a matter of time. And now that the floodgates are open, it seems like anything is possible for the Canadiens, and the Titans have to do something about it to turn it around quick, or this will get ugly.
They'll look to do that indeed. It's still 2-0. They can easily come back and get a quick goal out of this one. Getting it out of the end are the Titans, but the Junior Canadiens recoup it at their own blue line. Carrying it up now. The Junior Canadiens, a shot on net there. Monroe kind of stepped out there, hit it off his glove. The Junior Canadiens unable to keep it in for any longer. That is Bodhi Rayan dumping it in now. Bodhi Rayan. De Silva goes for a hit as Kaminker keeps it in, or at least trying to. Spoke a little bit too early there. Wrapping it around the ice there. That is De Silva. De Silva drops it over to Kaminker. Kaminker unable to keep it in, and now it's on the stick of Rayan once more. Rayan, Kaminker, shot, scores! Rayan Kaminker gets a howitzer from the point, and now it's 3-0 Junior Canadiens.
And Blake, just like the shot from Javian, he took his time, picked his spot, and placed it. A unbelievable shot, and that's a tough one to save for goaltender Kyle Monroe. And look at the Titans going in, giving him a tap. It was not his fault, and not a lot of goalies could save that. And what unbelievable pressure put on by the Canadiens in this period.
The Titans are able to win the draw here. It's trying to stop the bleeding for the Junior Canadiens, but they will look to St. Croix behind the net. Now they will look to get a centering pass in front here, look to get a goal ASAP, because if they don't, the Junior Canadiens might just continue to thrive on this one. The other way with it now, the Junior Canadiens, a shot is nabbed by Monroe. After bobbling it, he's able to put a glove on it and get a stoppage in play.
Yeah, and it seems like with every chance the Canadiens have here now, as we just saw that chance from, I believe that was Skinner, we see them taking their time with it, and I like that. They're not rushing their opportunities. They've been doing that since the start of the third. They've just been making sure they pick their spot and get the shot that they want.
Titans the other way now. A centering pass is fanned on, as that could have been a momentum-stopping goal. That was Krepner who tried to center that out to number 67, Alexiou, but it's not met with any results. Sammy got a feel for that missed chance there.
Yeah, that would have been a golden opportunity for the Titans to at least get something back in this game. And you never know. The Canadiens scored 3 goals real quick, but the Titans, they're definitely capable of doing the same. So one goal would have gone a long way there just to get them back in this game, make them realize, okay, they got 3 quick, but we got 1. All we need is 2. So a blown opportunity there, but encouraging that they're getting something going.
Absolutely. Biscarni unable to win the draw for the Titans as the Junior Canadiens will now turn it the other way now. Unable to keep a hand on the stick there as the Canadiens forechecker, as Krepner will turn it the other way, tipping it down the ice with Biscarni attacking. That's Krepner. Biscarni trying to center it out front to his teammate, but he's unable to get any wood on that one. That's Ney. Pass over. Shot is stopped by Monroe. Lofting it down the ice once again. Behind the net now, the Junior Canadiens passing over to Zilkin. Zilkin, no chance here, but it's Zoo. Zoo's Clue rips the goal as he will roof that by Monroe, making this 4-0.
And quickly getting out of hand here for the Titans, letting up 4 goals in just a couple minutes. If I'm Titans, I would have been calling a timeout already because they were in this game for the whole 2 periods. It was 0-0 for 2 periods. It felt like it could go either way. Of course, I always thought the Canadiens were playing like the better team. I never hid that. But they were in this game just moments ago, and it's quickly fallen out of their laps.
Pass to Devin Smith there in front is not tipped well enough to get by Camputaro. Smith has it once more, centering it to nobody in the corner there, hopefully trying to get that Wang extension pass, but he did not step up on that one. The other way, the Junior Canadiens turn it through the neutral zone. That is De Silva, but it'll be an offside call on the play with the referee's arm raised up. The Junior Canadiens, it's hard to think that at one point they had no goals in this alongside the Titans, and this was looking like a nail-biter.
Yeah, I mean, if you would have told me 10 minutes ago that it would be 4-0, I would have been like, okay, relax, you're having a laugh. But the Junior Canadiens, I mean, we've been talking about all game how they can get things going, and that's what they did right here. They opened the floodgates, and it's their game now. I imagine they keep on piling.
Junior Canadiens have it once more in the end. That is De Silva. De Silva out in front, trying to center it, but is after a good pass alongside the boards, but it's Monroe who gets the stop on that one. Titans turn it the other way as De Silva over to Rayan. Rayan bobbling it. Open rebound is De Silva who gets the 5th goal for the Junior Canadiens.
Yeah, Kyle Monroe with absolutely no chance on that one. I mean, De Silva, he had the entire net. He made no mistake. That was like a Christmas gift in front. He'd never miss that one. Taps it in. That's got to feel good. I mean, Blake, not to be a pessimist for the Toronto Titans, but I think that about does it. And they're just showing no signs of life right now. Not even too much of an insult to them. It's just the Junior Canadiens have been on a whole other level since the 3rd period started.
No battle left in the Titans. As Skinner passes over there. Shot off the post. Rebound, scores. Adam Kelly scoops it up from the pass from Skinner to Proulx that went off the post. Kelly scoops it up, and that will be the 6th goal for the Junior Canadiens. Really dogging on them in this one.
Yeah, and Blake, this is getting wild. I don't know if that's exactly the vernacular I'd use, but Adam Kelly with a nice IQ to jump in on the rebound there, and the Canadiens, they're just the better team right now. There's no doubt about it. It doesn't even look like they're playing in the same league, and I think the Titans perhaps used all their energy trying to fend that off maybe in the first 2 periods because the Canadiens have been playing very well all game, but there's not much the Titans can do at this point to claw back into this game. I think they just got to start playing with some good habits and at least come out with some kind of positive note, whether it's a couple big saves or just ending this period at 6-0, not letting in any more goals.
Playing with that DAWG dog mentality are the Junior Canadiens. For the Titans, I think what might be best for them, Sam, you can give your opinion on this, is just to play better in front of Monroe as he's let in 6 in a span of a few minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Monroe kept you in the game this whole night, and this is how you repay him. It's not fair that you're just kind of hanging him out to dry.
Break here for the Junior Canadiens. Krawczyk tries to keep it, but he's unable to stay on 2 feet there. The Junior Canadiens are still able to keep it in the O zone. The Titans are looking to get it out as they will there from the tip of Glenn Wang. Titans trying to get at least 1 to match the Junior Canadiens 6, But the Junior Canadiens are letting all their pressure out here. Zilkin with it now on the right side of the boards. Zilkin using those crafty edges to find his teammates. Kept by the Junior Canadiens. Zilkin rips it on net. Stopped by Monroe. Open rebound. What a save by Monroe. Diving in front of the net, but Monroe says no to that one.
Monroe does say no, and that's got to feel good. After letting in a bunch of goals, it was number 18, Braden Krawczyk, diving in front, using his long reach to get a piece of that stick. That would have been a sensational goal by itself, but an even better save.
Absolutely a good save from Kyle Monroe in this one. The Junior Canadiens turn it the other way now. Over to Krawczyk. Krawczyk, dangle, scores! Braden Krawczyk gets the revenge of the stick against Monroe after being initially stopped. What a goal there on that one. As now that is 7-0 for the Junior Canadiens.
And that's got to feel good for Krawczyk. We saw earlier in his shift that he was diving across, trying to get a piece of it, trying to pot one of his own. And Monroe, he said no, but on this time, it's Krawczyk getting the goal, kind of avenging himself a little bit, and putting up another tally on the Canadiens' huge lead.
The lead is now 7-0 for the Junior Canadiens. This has been a dogfight, but a one-sided dogfight for the Junior Canadiens in this third period. As they have another chance here, centering pass in front. Monroe goes down. Oh my goodness. He's already been knocked down in front enough, but he's able to get back up with his teammates turning it the other way. That centering pass almost caused a gruesome injury for the Titans goaltender.
Yeah, and I like the sportsmanship from Silva to go and check if he's okay.
The other way now, Bodhi Rayan scores. The pass from Beck Littman blows us open even more. It is 8-0 for the Junior Canadiens.
Yeah, now you start to wonder, can the Canadiens kind of step off a little bit, because they have won this game. I think I'm comfortable enough to say that, and if they do have a catastrophic blown lead, Junior Canadiens fans could come after me, but they have won this game, and I think now is the time to kind of just worry about puck possession, maybe throw the guys out there that don't get the same amount of ice time as the heavy hitters, and wrap it up, call it a good night, make sure no one gets hurt.
Ambrosio with the puck now. He rips it on net a little high. He gets his own rebound, and he scores once more. It is now 9-0, my apologies. Ambrosio from the pass from Adam Kelly.
Okay, well, maybe now, Ambrosio, you can take my advice. I don't blame him there. He got his own rebound off the glass, and it was a high IQ play. And Ambrosio, he's a guy that I think of more as a defensive player, but picking up his own goal and his own rebound, that's got to feel good. And I can imagine they're going to let the clock run and just kind of dribble this one out.
It's crazy to think that at one point this game was knotted up for so long, and both teams had great opportunities to get the win in this one. But now it's the Junior Canadiens who are convincingly going to pull away with the W as this third period will trickle down here.
That's right. I mean, Blake, like 10 minutes ago, I would have said I think the Junior Canadiens might win 2-0, 2-1, because I thought they were going to get one. I had mentioned that many times, but I never thought they were going to get 9, and especially not in this way.
Shot there, centering in front, trying to get the 10th goal of the game, but double digits did not happen on that opportunity there. A miracle stronger than the one in Lake Placid will have to happen if the Titans can score and match anything that the Junior Canadiens have brought here, trying to get something out of this one. But we've seen stranger things happen throughout all of the time in hockey.
I mean, I just wonder who's going to play Jamie Buscarny in the movie that they make out of it.
That would be a telltale. That's a telltale sign of a good action film of who Jamie Buscarny will be donned by in the potential film. I'm thinking potentially Matthew McConaughey, maybe a little bit of a supporting role. Maybe we'll see someone like an RDJ, as he just won Best Supporting Actor this year.
Yeah, I mean, that would be a good role for him, I think. It's something that he could slink into. Does he have the athleticism of Jamie Buscarny, though?
I believe at this ripe one, yeah, he's Iron Man, Sammy.
He is Iron Man, but Iron Man has a lot of, like, gadgets going for him and stuff. I don't think he has that sheer kind of athletic build that Jamie Buscarny and, the rest of the Titans have.
Well, he definitely has that underdog mentality. No one thought that Iron Man was going to pull away with the W at the end of Endgame when he snapped his fingers. But once he revealed his hand, he was inevitable in his own right. But an inevitable win for the Junior Canadiens is about to ensue here. A minute 44 left as the clock is ticking down, even though the play is dead. The Titans trying to just kill this one out and end it, as they'll go home a little bit saddened after putting up such a good first and second period, and they were dominated by their counterparts.
That's right. And the Canadiens, they have one thought on their mind right now. I'm not going to say it. You're not going to say it. We all know what it is. That's their one thought. That's the only reason why they're probably going to keep playing as hard as they can.
A shot off the rusher for Krawczyk, but it's stopped by Monroe. Good to see him staying strong here as he will smother the puck, and there will be a face-off to the right of him. We won't say the word by any means, but there will be a battle between these two teams, probably a little bit of frustration happening between the two.
Yeah, and I love the energy from Braden Krawczyk keeping it up. I think he can ease off a little bit, I understand he wants to pick up another one. He wants to make it a multi-goal night for himself, but I don't think he really needed to dig after the rebound on that one. I think there's a minute left. I understand it's his last shift and he wants to end it hard, but I think just play to the whistle, turn back, don't get in anything you don't need to, because you can imagine the Titans are probably extremely frustrated right now.
Half a minute to go here as this game dwindles down. At this point, you're just playing for the goaltender. There's not even a chance for Javian to get his third goal of the game. It doesn't seem like, even though Krawczyk was trying to get his second of that one there. Just a little less than 15 seconds left here. They'll smother the puck, and it looks like that will be it. That will do it in this one. A 9-0 win for the Junior Canadiens as this game comes to a close. We'll talk about it more in the booth.
After second and first period that were a goose egg out there, Sammy, 9 goals in one period for the Junior Canadiens. They take this one 9-0.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was going to be a last goal wins kind of situation. In fact, you and I were talking, it seems like whoever's going to score the first goal may pull out 1-2-0. But all of a sudden, the Junior Canadiens did what I think we both knew they were capable of and just exploded for 9 goals.
Yeah, 9 goals for the Junior Canadiens all in one period. It's very impressive for them. The Titans come up short 0 goals. They have a 2-game losing streak now. The Junior Canadiens now improve to a 2-game winning streak, 2-0, and the opposite for the Titans in this one. I mean, we're talking about the 9 goals. Who led the way for the Junior Canadiens to get them to that illustrious 9-goal period?
Well, someone who we saw whipping down the ice, it was Javian. He nay-nayed through this game. He had 2 goals. He had 1 assist. And he was just beautiful out there. I don't think his contributions are solely shown on the stat sheet. He was just a force all game, and it seems like every time he was on the ice, the Junior Canadiens were capable of creating something. My second start of the game, Jacob Zhu. Now, he is a brilliant defender. He is a huge defender, and he has the ability to use his size to make strong defensive plays, which he did in this game. He always does. But what he also did was get 1 goal and 2 assists in this game, really generating the offense for the Junior Canadiens in a role where he isn't really as expected to do so. That's kind of more Jet Kawaja's purview, but it was Zhu really getting involved in the offense, and I think that's something we might see from him further in this season. Finally, number 9, Julius de Silva. What a game from him. He got a goal and an assist, and that's great. That's awesome. But what got unnoticed in this game was just his ability to make the smart play. We were talking about how Beck Littman and Connor Barrett, they do that throughout this game. We were talking about that in the pre-show. And that's something we saw from Julius de Silva. He was just making the right play, and in the form of that, he was making great turnovers and forcing great turnovers. He was taking it away in key spots and getting that first pass for the Junior Canadiens to get something started. So I'm really proud of the way he played, and so should he.
Although the Canadiens do need a lot of praise, just one more thing to mention. Kaminker gets a shutout as well in this one. But let's start with the Junior Canadiens. What went wrong for the Titans in this one?
For the Titans, I really thought they were keeping along with the Canadiens throughout the first frame, I should say, that you guys saw towards the start of the third frame. But I think what happened is they went into the final frame saying, okay, we know that the first goal is going to be so important. Like we were talking about, we knew the first goal would be so important. So I think when that first goal came in, they got a little bit deflated and they let their foot off the gas just a little bit. And you can't do that against the Junior Canadiens. You got to keep going along. I think they realized as fast as the Junior Canadiens were scoring, they had to come back. And before they knew it, it was like a mountain into a molehill, or pardon me, the opposite of that, molehill into mountain. And by the time they realized that they kind of let off a bit, it was already 3, 4, 5, nothing, and they knew they couldn't claw their way back. So I thought for the first 40 minutes of this game, the first 30 minutes of this game, they were really in. It was that final 15 where they just couldn't compete.
Well, the Junior Canadiens take this one. And that's all the time we have for here at the 6 Hockey. It was a great game for us, covering for the first, the second, and the third period. We'll look to bring you a full game coming very soon.
Nice move there from the Oreo. Toe drag, shoots, score!